So this is our lecture 4 on Charpit's method. In this lecture, we have collected 3 questions from students as their queries and will solve these 3 questions. Charpit's method is a general method of solving partial differential equation of order 1 and of any degree. So these are 3 questions. I'll solve these questions step by step. If you're unable to understand any step, write in the comments, and if you want any other question to which is to be solved, you may write that also in the comment. So students, our first question is this: qz minus p square y minus q square y is equal to 0. So we find the solution using Charpit's method. We are finding the solution using Charpit's method. Let us take all the terms on one side of the equality. So we are taking all the term on one side. It is already on the one side of the equality. So I'm writing it again in the form, say, p square plus q square y minus qz is equal to 0. We may write it in the form, we may take qz first and then use this also. I'm taking this so that I get minimum negative signs. Otherwise, we may solve it using qz minus p square plus q square y. The second step says to take the partial derivatives. So, our partial derivatives fx, that is del f upon del x, there is no term of x here, is equal to 0, no term of x. Now, what is the value of fy? It is del f upon del y. Now, with y, how many terms associated? It is p square plus q square. We have to find the value of fz, that is partial derivative with respect to z, and it is equal to, we have to differentiate this term, minus q, the partial derivative with respect to p is equal to 2py, and partial derivative with respect to q, that is del f upon del q, is equal to 2qy minus z. Let us write the auxiliary equation. So, Charpit's auxiliary equation let us write the formula first, and the formula says dp upon fx plus pfz is equal to dq upon fy plus qfz is equal to dz upon minus pfp minus qfq is equal to dx upon minus f partial derivative with respect to p and dy upon minus partial derivative with respect to q. Let us put the values here. So on putting the values, we get, so these are the partial derivatives. We'll put the values. We get dp upon minus pq, dq upon p square plus q square minus q square is equal to dz upon minus p 2py minus q 2qy minus z is equal to dx upon minus 2py is equal to dy upon z minus 2qy. So of these relation, we have to choose the easiest one which solves the equation, and we get a relation between p and q, or the value of p or q. So I am choosing the first two. I am taking these first two. So on taking these first two, we have dp upon minus pq is equal to dq upon p square. So we have minus p dp is equal to q dq. On integration we get, let us integrate this. So on integrating we get minus p square upon 2 is equal to q square upon 2 plus an integrating constant, we can say a. So a is the integrating constant. We may take this as a1. So this will be p square plus q square is equal to, since we have taken here a1, we may this time assume this as a square. So we got the relation between p and q. So in our question, see the question, this is our question. In the question also we have p square plus q square. So and we got p square plus q square is equal to a constant. So p square plus q square is equal to a square. On putting this value in the given equation, we get, so on putting the value, we get, what do we get? A square y is equal to qz. So we have this relation q is equal to a square y upon z. We got the value of q here. Now since we got the value of q here, we put the value of q in 1. So when we put the value of q in 1, we get p square is equal to a square minus a to the power 4 y square upon z square. So which is equal to a square z square minus a to the power 4 y square upon z square. Now what is the value of p? Value of p will be a upon z root over z square minus a square y square. Now next step says we have to put the values of p and q, that is we have to put second and third in dz is equal to p dx plus q dy. So let us put the values here. We have q here. So dz is equal to p, that is a by z, root over z square minus a square y square dx plus a square y upon z dy. So we have z dz is equal to a square y dy plus a root over z square minus a square y square dx. So we have z dz minus a square y dy is equal to a root over z square minus a square dx. Now we have z dz minus a square y dy upon root over z square minus a square y square is equal to a dx. In the previous lecture, I solved this question and I am solving this question again because this was student's query. Again, I hope this time you will get to know how to solve this question. So we have d of z square minus a square y square. So this is d of z a square minus y square root over z square minus a square y square. Now let us differentiate this and see which term is missing. So when we differentiate this, we'll get 2z dz, and here we get 2a square y dy. So here we have to take 2 here, because numerator is now multiplied by 2 when we open it. So this is equal to a dx. We have the answer as, if we integrate this term, if we take z square minus a square is equal to t. So if you integrate this term, on integrating, if you take z square minus a square y square is equal to t square, this will solve, and we have the answer as root over z square minus a square y square is equal to a dx plus some constant, say b. Now on squaring we get z square minus a square y square is equal to, we have x here, we have x here only, we have ax plus b. So ax plus b whole square. So this is our final answer. This is our final answer. So this solves this equation. And as far as integration of this term is concerned, students, integration of this term, you have to take z square minus a square y square is equal to t square. This is the hint. So the next question which is asked by the students is z minus q square y minus p square x is equal to 0. So let us write the function. We have the solution, function of x, y, z, p, q. It is equal to p square x plus q square y minus z is equal to 0. Second step is to find the partial derivatives. fx is p square, fy is q square, fz is minus 1 because there is only one term of z. fp is partial derivative with respect to p, it is 2px. fq is 2qy. Let us write the Charpit's auxiliary equation. So we have the auxiliary equation. This time I am not writing the formula. So Charpit's auxiliary equation is dp upon fx. What is fx? P square minus p time fz. So it will be minus p. So p square minus p. What is dq? dq is fy. So let us write fy. q square minus q. Now what is dz? dz will be minus 2 p square x minus q square y, because we have pfp minus pfp p square x minus qfq. So we have here plus sign. dx upon minus 2px. So it is minus 2px because it is negation of fp, and dy upon minus 2qy. So from here we have, let us see if we may take any two and solve it. Is it possible to do this? Yes, it is possible that we may take the terms, the first two terms, and solve it, because this one is also integrable and this one is also integrable. But this won't serve our purpose. This will not serve our purpose. So we are going to take the multipliers. So we have the multipliers for dp. I'm going to take for dp it is p square. For dp it is for dx it is p square. For dx it will be p square, and for dp we have 2px. So let us solve it. Similarly, for dy we are going to take q square, and for dq we are going to take 2qy. So let us solve this by taking this. So we have p square dx plus 2px dp upon, what is p square dx? P square dx is minus 2p cube x, minus 2p cube x. Now what is 2px dp? 2px dp. Let us multiply it. So we'll get 2p cube x plus 2p cube x minus 2 p square x minus 2 p square x. So this is equal to, whatever multiplier will take, this is equal to all of the equalities of the auxiliary equation, all of the terms of the auxiliary equation. Now we take q square dy plus 2qy dq. So what will be q square dy? What is the term for dy? It is minus 2qy. We multiply and get minus 2q cube y, and then we multiply this term dq, this dq with 2qy. How we are taking multipliers, you may see from the previous videos. Why and how we are taking this, you may see from previous videos. So we multiplied with 2qy. So plus 2qy minus 2q square. See, it is minus 2q square y. So we have p square dx plus 2px dx dp, and these two terms cancels out. We have minus 2p square x is equal to, here also these two terms cancels out, q square dy plus 2qy dy upon minus 2q square y. So negative terms, this cancels out. Students, we have d of p square x, and here p square x. We have d of q square y and In the denominator we have q square y. Numerator is the exact differential of the denominator, because when we differentiate with respect to x we get p square dx. See this, it is p square dx. Similarly, when we differentiate with respect to p, we'll get 2px dp. And same with q also. So on integrating, we get log of p square x is equal to log of q square y plus log of a. What is this log of a? This is a constant. So we have p square x is equal to a q square y. And this a is an arbitrary constant. Let us put this value in our original equation. So what is the equation? Equation is p square x plus q square y minus z is equal to 0, and we got the value of p square x. What is the p square x? Value of p square x is a q square y. Let us put the value here. We'll get a on putting the value a q square y plus q square y is equal to z. So we have q square ay plus y is equal to z. So q is equal to z upon y1 plus a root. So we have this equation. If we take this as 1, this as 2, so if we put the value of 2, put 2 in 1, we get p square x is equal to q square a, then q square z upon y1 plus a multiplied by y. So p is equal to az upon 1 plus a root. Next step says we have to put the values in dz is equal to p dx plus q dy. Which values are we putting? We are putting the values of 2 and 3. So let us put the values of 2 and 3. We get dz is equal to root over az 1 plus a dx plus q root over z y1 plus a dy. So we have, let us take this z on the left hand side of the equality. So we have root 1 plus a dz upon root z. Why? Because here also we have z, here also we have z. We take the z on the left hand side of the equality. So we have dz upon root z is equal to so students, we have this x here, we left this x, so we have value of p is 1 plus ax. This is missing. So here it will be 1 plus a x. So since we have taken z on the one side, On the other side we have root a upon root x dx plus dy upon root y. Let us integrate this. So on integrating we get root over 1 plus a z, because we know what is the integration of 1 upon root z, that is z to the power minus half, and we also know integration of x to the power minus half with respect to x. So we have this as root over ax plus root y plus say some integrating constant or some arbitrary constant. So this is the required answer for this particular. So the next question asked by the students are this: yz minus p xy plus q minus qy is equal to 0. So let us take all the term on one side of the equality. We have the function as say pxy plus pq plus qy minus yz is equal to 0. The second step is to find the partial derivatives. Let us find fx. Fx is py. Let us find fy. Fy is px plus q minus z. Let us find fz. Fz is minus y. Let us find fp. Fp is xy plus q. Let us find fq, and fq is partial derivative with respect to q is p plus y. Now we'll write Charpit's auxiliary equation. Let us write Charpit's auxiliary equation. We have dp upon fx plus pfz. Fx is py plus p times fz is minus py. So I hope from here we can know what is the answer. So it is fy, that is px plus q minus z plus q times fz minus qy. So we have fy minus plus fz. So we have q times fz plus qz. Let us see what is fy. Fy is px plus q minus z. Similarly, we'll write dz. dz is minus pfp minus p xy plus q minus q p plus y is equal to dx upon minus xy plus q is equal to dy upon minus p plus y. Now we have to solve this. Let us see this term. This will be dp upon 0 is equal to this whole term. If we equate this term with any of the terms, say second term, second term or third term will get dp is equal to 0. That is, we get p is equal to a constant a. Now we put the value of this in our equation. Putting the value in our equation, we put the value p is equal to a. Where do we put? We put p is equal to a here, a here. So we have axy plus aq plus qy is equal to yz. So this gives q is equal to y z minus ax upon a plus y. So this is the value of q which we are getting. Let us call this equation number 2 and this one as equation number 1. Now we have to put the value of p and q in dz is equal to p dx plus q dy. So we'll put dz is equal to, what is p? P is a constant, so it is a dx. What is q? Q is equal to y z minus ax upon a plus y dy. We have to integrate these terms. Let us take this term on the left hand side of the equality. Why I am doing this? Why I am doing this? Why I am taking this term on the left hand side of the equality? The reason that we can see we have this term z minus ax here, and this dz minus a dx is the exact derivative of z minus ax. That's why I am trying to rearrange the things so that we may solve this integration. So once I have seen this, that z minus ax is here, I am taking this a dx on the left hand side. So we have dz is equal to a dx is equal to minus a dx is equal to y upon a plus y z minus ax dy. Since I am trying to rearrange the things, we'll take this term on the left hand side of the equality. So we have dz minus a dx upon z minus ax is equal to y upon a plus y dy. Now our variables are separated. Now we can easily integrate this. So on integrating it, we get log of z minus ax. Why log of z minus ax? Because when we integrate this, we take z minus ax is equal to t. So dz minus a dx is equal to dt. So basically we'll get dt upon t. So that is log t. And what is t here? T is z minus ax. That is why log z minus ax, which we got. So it is log z minus ax is equal to, now we integrate this as, we can write this as y plus a minus a. So we get, what do we get here? We get dy minus a upon a plus y dy. So on integrating we get y minus a times log a plus y. Plus we write the integrating constant. What are a and b here? A and b are arbitrary constants. Now let us rewrite this again. So we have log z minus ax plus log a plus y to the power a is equal to, and let us take the term of log here also, log b is equal to y. So this is equal to z minus ax a plus y to the power a is equal to say some constant. Let this be c e to the power y. This is our required answer. I hope by solving these three questions which is asked by you, all your queries will be solved.